invoice.
Okay, my escrow just canceled.
Oh
No.
my gosh, what happened?
I know because of the loan. The listing is in Ontario,
Okay.
very good price, but the HOA does not buy flood insurance.
Oh,
Flood insurance,
Yeah, flood insurance.
because the lender is requiring flood insurance?
wow, because if the property is in a flood zone, yeah, and it has to have, and it's required to have flood insurance, then yes, the HOA is responsible to, because they're insuring the property.
I
So there's
contact
no
them.
lender that's going to be able to insure that, or to do that loan.
So cash only then? I asked the HOA said we have no budget to buy, but it's not a government required. So my question is the only cash buyer to buy this property?
Yeah. if
Well,
they're-
yeah, but you have to, let them know that, hey, you're buying it cash, but in the future, when you wanna sell it, you have to disclose that the that it requires flood insurance, but the HOA doesn't
It's
wanna
not willing
get.
to.
That's what the issue.
It's gonna be.
And what you suggested, that she can get a what, hard money?
loan?
Hard money
Well,
loan.
even if you get a hard money, like we
Yeah.
talked, you're still gonna have the problem because eventually you're gonna have to refinance.
Correct.
And by refinancing, you'll have the same problem.
Yeah, the
Your
requirement.
HOA will still need to have the
flood insurance.
flood insurance.
But you made a good point, you said the government does not,
Does
require,
not require, yes.
but how is
So
that,
why is it that they're requiring the flood insurance? Or if it's not in the flood zone, but they're
It
requiring
is
it?
in the flood zone.
Well, because then it is, it's a requirement.
Yeah, cause they look at the report, right?
Correct,
That
correct.
you guys,
Yes.
and you look at the report, and when you're qualifying a person, or, what do you call that, underwriting?
When the underwriter, she's gonna see that it's in a flood zone,
Mhm.
and if it's in a flood zone, they're gonna require the flood insurance. So now that the HOA, my question is, if the HOA how long have they known this? You know what I mean? They need to disclose that to anybody who's purchasing the property as well.
I just wanna say something, when you become a homeowner and you are part of an HOA, it's very important for you to become an active member
Correct.
of the HOA. Cause that way you know exactly what's going on with your property, and, you know, you have issues like this
Correct.
that you're not aware until you're about to sell,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a problem. So buying property, you gotta be informed,
Yes.
you gotta choose a good real estate agent like us.
And the lender,
And the lender.
a pretty,
Yes.
good,
Yes.
and
Funny.
great
But no,
lender.
it's important
It's
for you as a homeowner to know, like Nella says, your property.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
to
but
know
they
your
just
HOA.
stop buying the flood insurance 2 years ago.
Oh, they had flood
Yeah,
insurance.
Yeah, before. So my
Oh.
seller is the first one to sell the property after
After
they
that.
stopping buying the
Oh.
flood insurance.
That's a problem.
But
That is
like I
powerful
said,
for the HOA,
it's so
yes.
important because when you go to those HOA meetings, you can vote and say, no, we need to have the
insurance.
Flood insurance.
flood insurance, because otherwise you can't sell.
Correct.
Yeah.
You
Correct.
can't refinance. So that's why it's important to be active in your HOA.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and there's some issues with HOAs right now too. You know, like like my niece, they're charging her 10 grand to just flat out. When you sell your house, you have to pay 10 grand to the HOA, or you pay it in increments.
But what is that for? When you sell
Because-
your home?
No, because they have, I guess they needed more funds. They need to renovate
It all depends on the HOA.
yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
I know too, when you buy a new home, you're paying for future HOA
Correct.
dues.
Mm.
Even though you start with the lowest, let's say your HOA is gonna be $450 to begin with, but a build out is gonna be $380. You still have to pay future HOA fees.
Yeah. No, this one are the old communities where I know for one, there's one where the HOA mismanaged the funds.
Yes. I think
So
you
now
know that.
they have to, the homeowners have to pay it.
Yeah.
And this one, because they need to retrofit the community.
Yeah.
Now they need 10,000 from every homeowner.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That nowadays is very hard that
Yeah.
one can pay upfront $10,000.
Correct.
But I think still a good property for investment or BBL
Yeah, of
because
course.
the price is so low, under 500. Where you can find the property?
How much is the HOA fee?
380.
Okay, still
Yeah.
good.
But it is true though, right? I mean, right now it's really low.
Mhm.
Once the interest rate goes down,
Which they're coming down.
the seesaw
They've
will
been
go.
coming down a little bit, so.
Yeah, so when the interest is low, home prices go up,
Correct.
and it goes like this. So right now we're kind of like this, the seesaw. Once the interest rate goes down, housing prices will go up.
Correct.
So it's still the best time to buy.
It's still the
So
best
if
time
you
to buy.
have the money to want to invest the property, please give me a call at 626-991-8236. It's Ontario, Mountain, and Philadelphia. Very
Mhm.
convenient
Oh, yeah,
place.
that's nice.
Remember, we speak your language.
And the
Spanish.
three of us.
Yes, we do.
And thank you, Edna from Next Gen Mortgage, for
Thank you.
joining us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay. have
Bye,
a nice
guys.
Bye.